Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm August, and today I am doing my April Shop My Stash. So I did do January and I think a March. I skipped February, and now I'm gonna get into April. But first we're gonna go through the products that was already in my Shop My Stash and filter out those, and then we're gonna pick some products for April. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like Shop My Stashes, and click that notification bell so you be notified every single time that I upload. But let's go ahead and jump into this Shop My Stash or whatever. So my Shop My Stash case now lives on this cart that I have next to my vanity. I just like roll it around and put it wherever I want it to go, but for filming purposes I feel like it looks better against this wall, so that's how we're gonna do it today. Let's open her up. So I did take out all the lip products out of here because I just did a lip declutter video and I wanted to see all of my lippies at once. So I took out all of my lippies that I used last month, but everything else is still in here. So let's go ahead and go do that. Okay, so I hope this is a good enough view. So let's just go through everything that I had in here. I'm going to do this very quickly so that we can get into the actual shopping. So I have these ColourPop cream shadows. And I think I still only used one of these. Yeah, I didn't use the other one. So I'm going to keep these in here. And for this Dose of Colors Ideal Duo, I still did not use this, but I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Maybe it's just not the season for this. I don't know. And then here I have my Mini Melt shadow stick, and I still haven't used this either, so I'm going to keep it in here. I don't know what it is when you're getting cream shadows, but I just can't seem to get good use out of them, but I keep buying them. I don't know what's up with me. And then next I have this NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. I really like this, and I'm going to keep this in here. I'm thinking about just taking it out and putting it like in my everyday type of stuff because I really like this, and yeah. And then I have two mascaras in here that don't even belong in here, so I'm going to take these out. It's my Fenty and my Kevyn Aucoin. I like these, and I'm going to keep using them until they're done because mascara don't last that long. It only lasts 6 months, so I might as well. So I'm going to put this back with my everyday stuff. Now let's get to the good stuff. So first up, I have this Winky Lux palette that I still have not used. I don't know. I really like this palette and it's so pretty, but I haven't used it yet, and I want to keep it in because these colors look so fun for the spring. So I'm definitely going to get some use out of this spring. But I feel like for the past month, I've been using bronzer as eyeshadow and like a little bit of eyeshadow here and there. But yeah, I don't know, but I need to get back into that. Next, I have this Alamar blush trio that I still have not used. I'm going to go ahead and take it out though. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now, so I'm just going to take it out. Next, I have my Morphe Glamour Bronze. This has been in my Shop My Stash since I began Shop My Stash, and I've been trying to put it in this, and it's going nowhere. It's just so much bronzer, and I really like this shade, but I'm going to take this out because I did get some new bronzers that I want to try out. So I'm going to take this out of here and pick something else. Next, I have my Marc Jacobs highlighter. This highlighter is so gorgeous. I did get some really good use out of this. This is the shade Guilty. Yeah, this is really pretty. I'm gonna consider keeping this in here, but I do have a lot of new highlighters that I need to use, so I'm gonna put this on like the maybe side of things. It depends on how many other highlighters I pick. And next I have my Splendor, is that what it's called? Yeah, my Revolution Splendor bronzer, and this is actually too dark for me. This is more of a contour shade on me. I want to get the right shade because I really like the formula. This is a shade Dark. I think I need like a medium dark. I think that's what it's called. I think that's a shade before this one. I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely more of a contour shade on me, which I'm not mad at because I don't really have any contour powders anymore. I just haven't been into them, but I feel like they're coming back, so I might need this. Next, I have my e.l.f. Mini Melt palettes, and these are so good. I'm really impressed with this. I want to use it again. I really love that shade right there. Just, I don't even have words. These are just so good. So I'm keeping those in here. Next, I have this Milani blush that honestly got lost in the back, so I did not use this not once, and I really like this, so I'm going to keep it in here. And next I have this Anastasia bronzer. I think there's a shade Mahogany. Yeah, really pretty. I did get some good use out of this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back. So next I have this Anastasia highlighter in the shade Iced Out. For some reason, I still have not grabbed this. It is still brand new. I'm gonna keep this in here one more go around to see if I pick it up. I thought I wanted this so bad, but clearly I didn't. But I'm gonna keep it and try it out. Next, I have this Milk Makeup Highlighter in the shade Glazed. Now, I got this at Marshall's, and it is so gorgeous. I did use this a few times, and I really like this shade. But I'm going to go ahead and put it back because I have some new highlighters that I need to try out. Okay, I'm going to do it this way so that it could just be faster. So first up, I have my Fenty Foundation Powder in the shade 410. I actually been using this and loving it, so I'm going to keep this in here another time. I feel like I've had this in here since I started my Shop My Stash, so maybe this just needs to be like an everyday type of thing. I don't know, but I'm keeping it in here. Next, I have this Revolution Bacon Blot Powder. I think I got a good amount of use out of this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. And next, I have my Rimmel Stay Matte, and I also got some pretty good use out of that. This is in the shade Toffee, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. So the last powder that I have is this CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder in the shade Tawny. And I did use this. It was okay. Like, I wasn't like blown away or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back as well. I feel like this will be really good for the summer, but not right now. Next, I have my e.l.f. blush in the shade Always Spicy. I really love this. This is literally my favorite blush. But I did just get my new MAC blush, which is my first MAC blush, and I feel like the colors are pretty similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one out because I think I'm gonna put that one in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. Next up, I have my MAC highlighter in the shade Flare for the Dramatic and my Fenty Beauty highlighter in Mean Money Hustler Baby. I am trying to pan this Mean Money Hustler Baby highlighter because I've had it for a while, so I'm gonna keep this in. And this MAC highlighter is super gorgeous, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it back and pull something else. Next up, for loose powders, I have my Hourglass Veil. I really love this powder. This is my favorite translucent powder. I'm going to keep this in for another go round because I really enjoy that powder. Next, for primers, I have my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I think I'm going to take this out. I just haven't reached for it. I'm going to keep my NYX Honey Do Me Up primer. I've been really loving this, and my Hourglass Veil primer that I barely reach for. I'm going to keep it in here. Next, for concealers, I have my Too Faced Born This Way concealers. I have the shades Chestnut, Mahogany, and Butterscotch. I feel like these have been looking kind of dry on me just because my skin is like still kind of dry from the cold weather, I guess, and it's still like not really that hot out. So I feel like I'm gonna pull these back out in the summer, but for now I'm gonna put them back. Last but not least, for foundations, I have my Anastasia foundation, my luminous foundation that looks like it's been spilling. Yep, I'm gonna have to clean that up. But I do want to continue using this. I'm gonna put this on my shelf though because I feel like this just needs to be stood up because it's spilling everywhere. So yeah. And then for my e.l.f. Camo CC cream, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. I feel like I'm almost done with this. Like, I've been reaching for this quite a bit, and I did get some good use out of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. So starting off in my main makeup drawer, I'm going to pick a concealer first, and I already know which concealers I want to use. I want to use my Pretty Fresh concealers from ColourPop. I just got these and I tried it out and I really like the formula, so I'm gonna pull those along with my MAC concealer palette that I also recently purchased. I feel like that was super easy, but the primers is about to be a headache. As you guys can see, I really do need to declutter my face products, so that will be the next declutter for sure. But for now, okay, I definitely want to use this because I've been hearing good things about it, and I got this little sample, so I want to try it out. And I'm gonna keep it simple and just use my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. Yeah, so those are the only two primers I'm gonna pick out. And now for pressed powders. I actually think I'm okay right now with just using my Fenty powder, and then maybe I'll pull this. This is my It Cosmetic Bye Bye Pores press powder. This is a sample, but y'all, it's been lasting me so long, and I've been getting some good use out of this, and it still doesn't even look like I did anything. And this is supposed to be a sample, but I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna pull that little sample out. And I do already have my Hourglass face powder, but I want to pull, let's see if I can get it out. I want to pull this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in the shade Lavender. I just recently got this and I want to see how this works. So I'm going to pull that out. Hopefully I like it. And those are the only powders that I'm going to be using. Now for blushes, I already know that I want to use this right here. This is the MAC blush in the shade Raisin. I just recently hauled this and I really want to use this. So I'm definitely pulling that one out. And I think I'm also going to pull out my ColourPop blush in the shade Trippin'. I don't even think I've used this yet. This was in their Wild Child collection. It's the more like brown one. This is what it looks like. It's really shimmery and I wasn't expecting that when I purchased it online. But I'm going to give it a chance because I haven't even tried it yet. Yeah, I'm actually going to pull out this Essence blush as well because I just recently got it and I want to try it out. So 3 blushes, that should be more than enough. And for bronzers, now this is going to be tough. I feel like this is going to be a tough month for bronzers because I just recently got so many new bronzers. I got the new Colored Rain bronzer and I want to do a video on this, so I'm not going to pull this from my Shop My Stash. I definitely want to pull out my Fenty Cream bronzer in the shade Chocolate. I haven't tried that yet, so I want to pull that. And I think I'm going to pull Coco Naughty as well. Yeah, I'm going to pull Coco Naughty as well because why not? And now the most difficult choice of them all, highlighters. I just recently picked up quite a few highlighters, including this MAC one in the shade Oh Darling. And I think I'm going to pull that one out. And I'm also going to pull out my Dose of Colors Gold is the New Black highlighter. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. If you haven't seen my last haul, definitely check it out. It's really pretty. I just want to see it real close up so you guys could see. And this highlighter is currently on sale on their website for $7. So I'm not trying to encourage you to buy stuff you don't need, but just sharing that with you guys. And I think that's it out of this drawer. Okay guys, so I did add a TV to my vanity because I'm just I don't know what's wrong with me. My cousin gave me this TV, so I figured why not add it to my vanity and be able to, you know, watch my YouTube videos or whatever and do my makeup at the same time, right? So that's why you see all these wires right here because I haven't figured that part out yet. But let's get into these lip products. So I did just do a lip product declutter. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. So let me tell you guys the method to this madness here. So these ones at the top, I really like, and I feel like I'm just going to use all the time, whether they're in my Shop My Stash or not. So they're just going to be up there. And I do have other glosses and stuff out and about just around my vanity. And those are the ones that I typically reach for. But let's just pull some. So I do want to pull back out my e.l.f. Mini Melt Lip Plumping Glosses. I really was enjoying these. So I'm going to put these back in my stash because those are bomb. That's it from this drawer. And from this drawer, I think I'm going to pull out this Dose of Colors satin lipstick in the shade Fudge. I just got this and I want to try it out. I'm also going to pull out my Chanel lip gloss in the shade Rogue Cocoa because it's almost done and I think I'm ready to buy me some new Chanel lip glosses soon. So I'll go ahead and pull that out. I'm also going to pull out these NARS Velvet lip glides. They're super pretty and I feel like I don't use these enough, so I'm going to pull those out as well. We're going to have options this month, okay? In this last drawer, I don't think I'll be pulling out anything, but I will be doing a video on these Juicy Bomb lip glosses from Essence really soon. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for lippies. I almost forgot, but I do want to pull out this cream lip gloss from Fenty that I just got because I want to try this out since I haven't tried it out yet. And I'm also going to pull my Fenty Skin Tint. I think that's going to be like my main foundation this month, along with my Anastasia foundation. I'm still going to use my Anastasia foundation, but I'm going to keep it right there because as you guys can see, it was spilling and I don't want that. So just going to leave that there. And next, let's get into these palettes. I think I want to pull out my Amrezy palette, y'all. Like, I have not used this in a cool minute, and this is one of my favorite palettes, so I'm gonna pull that out. I don't know if it's gonna fit in my makeup case, but I'm gonna pull that out. I'm also gonna pull out my Dose of Colors Francation palette. This is, I think, like one of my favorite palettes ever, so I definitely want to pull this out and play with this a bit because it's been a while, and look at those shades. I'm pretty sure you guys seen the inside of the Amrezy palette before, but just to show you guys what mine looks like, here it is. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pull anything out of there. And I'm also gonna pull this Revolution Flawless palette because I haven't tried this yet and it really looks so pretty. When I did my eyeshadow palette declutter, I was like, why haven't I used this? This is what the inside looks like. It's literally so pretty and I don't know why I haven't used it yet, so I'm definitely gonna try to get some use out of that this month. And that is it for eyeshadow palettes. I kind of want to pull some of my ColourPop palettes, but I see them on this shelf every single day and I don't feel the need to put it in my Shop My Stash because like they're right here and sometimes I just grab it anyway, so don't need to do that. You guys, I still have not used this NARS Orgasm highlighter, so I think I'm gonna pull this out as well. Yeah, that's it from over here. For single eyeshadows, yeah, I think for single eyeshadows, I'm just going to pull out this MAC eyeshadow single in the shade I Like to Watch. This is actually a Dazzle shadow. This is my favorite. Like, do you guys see how gorgeous that is? I don't think the camera is like picking up its true color. Do you guys see how gorgeous this shade is? Like, yeah, I definitely want to pull this out because it's been a while. And I think that's it from this drawer. My next drawer is face palettes. For face palettes, I think I'm just going to pull my Benefit Cheek Glitters palette. I did customize this palette and put the Hoola Toasted bronzer instead of the regular Hoola bronzer in here. And I was loving this for a really cool minute and then I stopped using it. So I'm going to pull this back out and try to get some more use out of this. Look how beautiful that Hoola Toasted bronzer is looking though. And look at this. This palette really has some pretty shades in here. So yeah, I'm just going to pull that. So here are all the products that I pulled. So now I'm just going to filter in my new Shop My Stash products so you guys can see that like in a time-lapse thingy or whatever. So here's my Shop My Stash for the month of April. I put all of my lippies here, and then I put primers right there along with this one. This is a primer. My concealers, my loose powders, even though they're like far apart, I don't know, I just organized it the best way I could. And then I have my two e.l.f. palettes, my Winky Lux palette, my bronzers, highlighters, and blushes, my Fenty Skin Tint. I think I'm actually going to leave this on my vanity because I've been using this like crazy, like every single day. So, and then over here I have my eyeshadow singles. I'm really going to try to use these this month. So let's hope that that goes good. And then over here, I just have my palettes that I'm going to be using. So my Francation, my Amrezy, my Revolution, and then my Benefit. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in my next video.